Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you once again for joining us on Fact versus Fiction. My name is Radhika Bajaj, and as always, Jency Jacob is with us. Hi, Jency.
Hi, Radhika.
Exciting weekend, Jency. Big news coming in yesterday.
Yes, in fact, I saw on Sunday some people questioning the EC. That was really hilarious.
Yeah.
Questioning, why have they chose to announce this on a Sunday evening? I think, even journalists were very troubled by the fact that their Sunday evening has been spent.
Yeah, so it was a busy weekend, guys. और आने वाले कुछ महीने भी काफी exciting होने वाले हैं because as you know, ये जो general election है, ये सिर्फ rallies और press conferences के through नहीं लड़ा जाएगा. ये सोशल मीडिया का वॉर है और इसको लेके इलेक्शन कमीशन ने भी कुछ चीजें कही हैं कल अपनी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में. देयर आर गोइंग टू बी सर्टेन रिस्ट्रिक्शंस व्हेन इट कम्स टू पॉलिटिकल कंटेंट ऑन सोशल मीडिया. सो जेंसी, फर्स्ट अप, व्हाट आर सम ऑफ द हेडलाइन थिंग्स व्हेन इट कम्स टू सोशल मीडिया एंड दिस इलेक्शन as per the election commission?
So Radhika, I think probably for the first time what they're doing is they're making it important for the candidates while the nomination process is on, that they should actually declare what are those accounts which are directly linked to them, either on Facebook or Twitter or on several other social media platforms. Which are those accounts that are directly linked to them? Now, why they're doing that is because when the expenditure is raised, they want to know how much money has the candidate spent on social media. See, till now it was a black box because no one really knew how much is each candidate spending on it. So now the EC wants to know what is that number, and which is why they're asking the candidates to pre-declare, saying that these are my social media accounts, these are my handles, these are the pages that I am directly dealing with, or my or my extended team is dealing with. Now that's one thing. Secondly, they're also talking about all the party handles to be pre-certified, the ads to be pre-certified. Now this is something that we are not very sure. We are still trying to seek clarification. What does pre-certification of ads mean?
Correct.
Because we do know that Facebook has taken multiple steps in which they claim that they're trying to bring transparency.
Correct.
So that people know that if they're seeing a post or they're seeing an image or a video, that it has been paid for by whom.
Correct.
So that will actually help you take informed decisions. So by and large, these are things. Also the fact that silence period, that's very important from a candidate point of view, because there's a lot of political campaigning which is happening on social media even after the ban on any political campaigning happens 48 hours before the polls.
Correct. Yeah.
Now the EC is trying to work it with the platforms. I don't know how much of this is practical, but what they're trying to say is that 48 hours prior to that, no political campaigning can happen on Facebook and Twitter or any other forms of social media. So broadly, these are the measures that they're coming out with.
Okay, so then what's interesting is that in a way is a model code of conduct being applied to social media.
Yes.
Or क्या ये actually possible है जेंसी? Because look at what they've missed out on. They've missed out on WhatsApp. उसके बारे में कुछ कहा ही नहीं गया.
Yes.
और WhatsApp पे कोई filter है ही नहीं.
Yes, and that's the criticism that everyone is coming out with. But I don't know really what EC can do there. Let's remember again, this comes back to the same argument. WhatsApp is encrypted. So even if the EC makes it mandatory for WhatsApp to bring about a control, they can right now all of that discussion is only happening in thin air, because really no one knows how this can be countered. You can bring in various measures to restrict the number of forwards and all of that, but how do you really prevent all those multiple groups that are operating? Now there are ways for WhatsApp to do it, and they are themselves figuring it out, whether there are spam accounts, whether any account is literally going out and buying large number of database of numbers and pushing political campaigning. These are things that the platforms can do. But what I understand from this is that EC is very clear that they are worried about how social media is influencing elections,
right?
And they want it to be fair and transparent, which frankly speaking is what they want. In fact, I was part of some informal discussions that happened in one of the state ECs, and what I understood from the discussions there is that they're very clear. They want the same social media, they want the same model code of conduct to apply on social media as well, because they figured out that what is happening offline is not translating online, and that's somewhere where their oversight is not there. That's what they're trying to bring in this.
But the thing about social media then, Jency, is geography stop mattering.
Yes,
right?
it stopped mattering. Yeah.
Yeah. So
there can be a candidate. So social media, suppose if it's a constituency in Bombay, you can say that you cannot do any campaigning here, but someone sitting somewhere in some other place in Maharashtra or anywhere in the country can actually put out posts which are supporting or which are against a particular candidate.
Correct.
Now, this is a question that we asked EC at that point of time as well, and the EC is not very clear how they will be able to prevent that. Because how do you prove, even if you have to raise the bill and say that you have overstepped on your expenditure account, how are you going to say that this particular post which has been posted by an individual is actually a part of the same circle of the candidate?
A network of people who are supporting you
yes,
online.
how do you prove that?
Yeah.
Now that's a key challenge, which is why I think even the matter is being heard in the Bombay High Court, and the platforms are saying it's practically impossible for them to do that. Again, this will enter into free speech, and political parties will hit out against each other. They will drag the EC as well and say that that their posts are being bought down by one platform or the other. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very interesting times.
And these are uncharted waters
yes,
in a sense. Social media, the way it has been used in the past, state elections as well.
Yes.
It's never been used like that before. Up general elections hai, so you can just imagine how much that is going to be magnified on social media. But guys, if you come across messages that are creating a doubt in your mind, you know where to forward them. Our helpline number is 7700 906 111, और political messages हो तब भी forward करिए, कोई और तरह के messages हो तब भी हमें ज़रूर forward करिए. We would love to fact check those for you. Thank you very much for joining in today.